don't care what nobody says. That is a bar. That is.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to Redacts Show. I'm your host, Wafiq, or Feek, with my co-host, my other host.
It's your other co-host, Day to Day, in the building. I almost fucked that up. I don't know why I did.
I heard that pause.
I'm like, damn, am I second guessing myself? I don't even know I'm alive.
He doesn't know he's alive.
He's alive. I don't care what nobody says. That is a hilarious man.
They're
who
eating
shall
the
not be
dogs.
named.
They're eating the cats in Springfield. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
But this is not a show about politics. This is a show about anime, manga, Marvel, DC, and things of that nature. And we're glad y'all came for another episode. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Make sure you guys go and listen to all of our other episodes. We have one currently with a special guest that's out. And
yeah, it'll be out.
Again, make sure you guys are rating this, each episode 5 stars. We're now on YouTube, so go and watch those, get those subscriber count up. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Again, please, we're doing this out of the kindness of our heart. So just listen and tune in, man. There's some other shows out there, but they're not like us.
They're not redacted enough.
No. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the show. We have a full plate ahead of us. A lot of different stuff has happened over the past time since we've recorded. And before we get into some of the main topics, we do want to take the time to remember some notable actors that have recently passed away. In particular, James Earl Jones, which we all know as Darth Vader or Mufasa, or Coming to America, his role there, the Sandlot movie. A lot of those, millennial, early Gen-zennial type movies back in the day that helped shape our childhood. So it was really sad hearing that he passed away, but I'm glad, he went peacefully. He's, aged gracefully. Every time you see him or just hear him talk, it's just like, man, this dude is like almost so much life left. And he passed at like 93, around there.
Yep. So
he may be gone, but his legacy will always live on, especially through his voices, the characters that he's brought into life. Arguably the greatest live action villain ever in Darth Vader, and another memorable character in Mufasa in The Lion King, in other roles as well. Fee, did you have any words?
Not really, man. It was just shocking news. Even though, like you said, like a lot of these actors there are old, so it's like it's shocking. But I guess you could say it's not shocking. But at the same time, it's still shocking because you've seen them in these movies growing up and everything. You just think of them sometimes almost like bigger than life in a sense, because you've seen them growing up. You're like, oh, this is Mufasa, this is Darth Vader, like I'm gonna see him forever. And then
exactly.
Then you see the news and you're like, oh snap. So
they're gone.
Yeah,
they almost don't even, they see you almost, they're so legendary, they seem immortal, like they seem like gods in a sense of the work they've done and the roles they've had. But that's just a testament to them and the work that they put in. And another recent passing, not even like a day later, was Peter Rennaday, who most notably was the voice of the original Master Splinter. But he's voice acted in a lot of big titles as well. I know he was in the one of the Halo games. He also voiced in Assassin's Creed, and just some other notable projects as well. But it's just like two legendary voices like that just gone. But again, like we stated earlier, we have their work to always remember them by. And that's the biggest thing. Like, they may be gone, but they're still here. We can still, experience them through their work that they've done through our time. I didn't even realize he was in Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. He was Sir George, or one of them voices in a couple episodes of that. Yeah, he was in Archer. He was a voice in Gears of War 3. He was in Batman the Brave and the Bold. He was Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln and Uncle Sam. But, yeah, with that kind of out the way, do want to get into some anime news. Not news, but more so just discussions. My Hero Academia is currently airing. I feel like, I don't know if it's you or maybe I'm just not watching the right shit, but in terms of different anime, it's kind of, I feel like it's in a lull period. Like there's not really too much like hype about certain episodes. I know One Piece is still airing, but they just recently had like their like some big reveal, some big fight over there, but it's kind of calmed down right there. And then outside of that, no other real shows are outside of My Hero, and then mainly just manga stuff. But
yeah, right now it's mainly My Hero. Only thing I won't even say I'm really watching anything right now, anime wise. I'm kind of not. Like, I'm looking at the My Hero episodes here and there, because we do the reactions with Sage. But outside of that, I haven't really been just sitting down like, yeah, I'm gonna watch some anime. I've been like rewatching old, like extra old stuff, like, and I'll touch on it probably a little bit after this. But yeah, for mainly the anime stuff, I haven't really watched anything. It's been stuff that I've been looking to watch that's ended like recently, or like seasons have ended, like say in the past month or two, that I need to binge. But even that stuff, I haven't sat down and watched it.
Yeah, I mainly just been watching My Hero Academia, and I started the Suicide Squad Isekai.
Okay.
DC anime. That's pretty cool so far. I'm only on like episode 3 or so, but yeah, it's really just those two animes, and that's it.
What you been thinking about My Hero? Because after you had because you texted
Man.
me during that what episode?
Oh my! So I will say, if you're not watching it, you need to get on it right now, because this is the final season, right? Like, there's no seasons after this. This is the last arc. So all the heroes and villains are going at it. The latest 2 episodes I've seen, which is the latest 2 ones out right now. So the episode before this last one, I wish I knew these dudes' names, but the reptile guy, when he got souped up by All For One
on them roids.
Yeah, and then Tentacle, that nigga looks like a whole ass horse.
Yeah, he do.
I didn't know what his face would look like, but I did not expect that. I'm like, damn, you ugly. I'd probably roast the shit out you too, but nah. But that was like low-key a crazy episode. And then I liked after the main Endeavor and All For One fight, which was also insane. The dude got his arm torn off and blew it back with fire and then punched the shit out of him. I'm like, let's fucking go. Let's go. Show that nigga. Show that nigga. But that's all he got now, because that nigga All For One, if it's one thing about him, he's a sneaky guy, because he took that Ozempic, basically. He took that fucking My Hero Ozempic, and that nigga went back in time, and now he's basically God. He's in his prime All For One. Could you imagine if they had Prime All Might right now? The war would be done.
We're good. We're good.
We're good.
The season will be over already.
But man, so I see that I'm like, hey, this shit over now. But these latest episodes was kind of been building up to like the heroes' last like desperate, I guess, final punch. Like this is their last kind of act, so to speak. So All For One does that Ozempic shot. Mm-hmm. Dobby just goes berserk. Like he's getting so hot to the point he's melting his skin off his body. Now he's just muscle tendon.
Yeah.
And that nigga looks scary as shit. I would wake up to that in my dreams. I'm like, just take me right now. Like just let me die.
That's your sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah. I wake up and Dobby right there. I'm like, that Dobby? Yeah. And then old girl with the blood with Toga. The blood kind of copy. Yeah, Toga. She's going all out for her lover for Sad Man. With twice. The Sad Man parade. Yeah, twice. And everyone already is like basically done. It's in a sense like as far as we know, fucking what's his name is dead or in a coma. He's getting resuscitated, but Kachan.
Oh,
but
Bakugo.
Bakugo. And then I'm not gonna lie, when Deku came in and was doing that gear shift shit, that retro shit, I'm like, that nigga, he's going crazy right now. He's mixing this dude up. And then I think the final scene, what I was like, no way, was when Spinner made it to the hospital. Mm-hmm. And the principal made it to, or he's not a principal, but he's one of the faculty teachers. Mr. Aizawa's like best friend.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah, Mike. He made it there and was like, basically screamed to try to stop him from getting there. And I'm thinking like, oh, like they're done. But the scene kept like lingering on. I'm like, Spinner's about to do some like desperate. He's gonna do some last stand type shit, and it's either he's gonna fold, or the heroes are about to fold. Cause that Cloud's shadow nigga, the Butler Nomu is like their that he was like the linchpin. He was the one that the villains need to kind of turn the tides on this fight.
He they Spirit Airlines.
They got him. Exactly. He'll get you anywhere from point A to point B and back to point A. And they got him back. Spinner was able to get him to Tomora's hand to kind of, I guess, snap him awake out of his sleep or coma or whatever, because he was just not aware. I think they were trying to like they're trying to get their friend out of there, but he's dead. So it's like he's kind of already damaged. But I guess they're just now realizing that. But that was crazy. And I was like, oh, y'all niggas done fucked up. Just when all the hetero wars came in and was all kumbaya at the end, and the they was working Shigaraki and all them, that nigga coming out his body like fucking alien from Alien Romulus and shit. That was some freaky shit. When he was just like imploding and couldn't really do anything because his quirks were getting blocked. Yeah. And then even because his body still isn't 100% complete, so his body's still tweaking. He can't use any of his quirks. And Deku just mixing this nigga up. So I'm like, I'm bad. I can't move, and I'm getting worked by my worst enemy. And I think another thing that Deku was starting to kind of realize, but the thing was holding him back, was like, I could still save Shigaraki. Like, I could still save him. And Shigaraki literally telling him like, no, I'm your villain. Fight me. Fight me. I'm the villain, nigga. Throw hands. There ain't no saving shit. You gotta kill me. Are you gonna do that? Are you ready to ride or die? I'm gonna sound like Cat Williams from that interview. He's like, let you get on that line, boy. I bet you the rest don't matter now. But that's what it is. It's like, it's nut cutting time now. Ain't no friends. All that. Come on, man.
That was crazy, bro. That was insane.
To sum all this up, twice he pulls in from the Shadow Spirit Airlines coming in. That fucks up Eraserhead's quirk on him. So now, because he blinked, so the quirk is off. And as soon as that happens, Shigaraki is like, oh, I'm not on lock no more. But he still can't move. But all he needs to do, he was about to put that one hand down, and they would have fucked all they shit up. Everybody would have died. Everybody would have been fucking Thanos snap dust. Paprika dust. But there was some crazy, like when that sniper girl came out of nowhere, I'm like, first, how the hell did she come out of nowhere? I thought she died. Like, I thought she was paprika dust when she got disintegrated that one time. But that was insane.
Her coming back in the manga, that shit was insane. Because you just see the bullet on the page. I said,
yeah.
Ain't no way.
I literally said that watching the TV.
See her with all the bandages. You see the cuts on her face. She just sniping these niggas.
Looking like American Sniper.
For real.
But these last couple episodes have been pretty heat. No pun intended. But yeah, I don't. You know, because you've read it, but what can the audience kind of expect from like these final few acts of this arc? Is anything really more crazy?
Oh yeah. It's a few things that's like it's maybe like 3 things in there that y'all are for sure gonna be like, what the hell? Like you probably will pause the TV and just stare and be like, what?
Cause that was me when fucking Bakugo died or got put on life alert. I was like, there's no way. I was texting every time I watch these episodes. I'm literally live texting feed my reactions. I'm like, what the fuck? There's no way. How the hell did this come out of nowhere? The heroes got ex-villains, ex-cons helping them and shit. Gentle criminal. That was hard. When he used his quirk to basically catch the fucking air coffin.
Catch the fucking no, that shit was crazy. I'll say when he showed up, I was shocked. You just see him raising his hands. I said, I said, this guy's strong as fuck.
Yeah, I was like, you got me. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far right now. I know this arc before that one, and then when that arc when they first tried to release Shigaraki, when he first went kind of apeshit, when his body wasn't complete. I know after that there was kind of like a low period in there, but this like Final War arc is it's pretty crazy.
The fights don't stop until the final fight. Like, it's gonna keep being fights. I don't think there was any low period for this. So all these episodes, niggas are gonna be fighting to the death.
Yeah, but I guess I'm looking forward to the Endeavor versus Dobby fight, because Dobby at this point is just like, I don't give a fuck. I'll kill me with you, but you gotta see me. You gotta see me. I'm about to end your life. So Endeavor got to go through that. I don't know how the fuck Hawks expects to take on Prime All For One. Because he barely survived with all one retired. He was fighting Wizards. He was fighting Wizards Michael Jordan. Now he's fighting 93 first 3P Michael Jordan. So that's going to be interesting. And then obviously the main one was Deku versus Shigaraki. So those are the 3 ones I'm looking at. I'm not gonna lie, that one scene where old girl Gravity, she went through that little portal and was like, wait, we still have to talk about romance. I'm like, shut the fuck up. There ain't no time to talk about that. You worried about the wrong shit.
She trying to connect to her, bro.
She got the same problem as Deku, but worse. And like, she's literally telling him that. I'm like, ain't no friends here. I'm your villain. You gotta fight me. That's the thing. Like, some of these heroes are like need to start realizing like, no, they're real villains. There's not really saving any of them. Mm-hmm. Some of them are villains just because they're cosplaying. Like Spitter, he ain't got no real powers. He just was like, oh, I thought Stain looked cool, so I just wanted to be like him, and I just wanted to be around Big Bro Shigaraki. That was his driving force. He called that nigga Big Bro. Especially that one scene where they were showing them like playing the video games, and he was like, "Oh, you play that game too? Yeah, I played XYZ back whenever."
Yeah,
that was your reason you almost died to bring him back to life. Yeah, that's a crazy level of brotherhood right there. But I'm excited. Excited to see how this arc ends, especially with other shows coming out soon. So some of those we'll get into. But before that, recently, so yes, the last episode we talked about Transformers was partnering with Studio Trigger, who helped animate, you say, like Gurren Lagann and like other shows as well. So they're doing like a 40th anniversary Transformers special. So the trailer for that dropped, and oh my goodness, I was like,
oh man,
I literally just watched. I'm like, this is everything I wish I got like back when I was a kid. So I'm like, it would be anime Gundam Transformers, and it was pulling all the Transformers lore from all the different iterations of Transformers from first gen to even a Michael Bay universe that was animated to like some of the new ones, the Rise of the Beast. Because you saw that scene of the Maximals and all them. You got Transformers fusion and shit. You got the side of all the Megatrons and all the Optimus Prime's face and all. I was like, this is just great, and I can't wait to see this. I will see this shit in Dolby IMAX. If 3D, if I need to. I'll see that shit in 4D.
I'll bootleg that hoe while watching. That special. As soon as I got the notification it dropped, I think I watched it within the first minute it dropped. Like I was scrolling through these people I know who be dropping Transformer news. I was like, I know it's coming out this week. As soon as one of them dropped it, I said, yeah, I need that. But it was real cool seeing like the different Transformers over the years, because like you said, you got to see it. And then I liked how they added on different aspects of the like shows iterations. So at one panel they showed pretty much like people or humans that are usually in the base and and then they showed also the fighters, so people that would actually be in the field fighting with the Transformers, and they showed the families. They showed like their panel. I just liked how they did each iteration like that. And then they also got into some real niche characters too. Some characters that's like maybe had barely any screen time. They may have been on episodes for maybe 3 seconds, 10 seconds, and they even got panels and like tributes to them. So I thought it was really cool. But yeah, like I said before, man, being a Transformers fan right now, and this year
It's
it
great.
is
It's a
a
great time.
time to be alive, because
Yes, it is.
even outside of this trailer, I don't know if it's on the notes because I haven't looked at all the notes, but it's Transformers 1 comes out next week. And right now they're doing early screenings. And I'm definitely going to an early screening Wednesday. Even though it's like the day before, I'm definitely going to it because it's a fan event. So
Okay.
they have different fan event pop-ups around, I think, different cities. So
Nice. I'm gonna have to see that soon. Then, cause like you said, yeah, it comes out on September 20th. So a week, about less than a week from the time of this recording. But yeah, I'm excited for that. And I was just seeing like really good reviews on that too. I remember like when we reacted to the first teaser. I know my reaction. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it because it's Transformers, but this seemed like some kid shit right here. Then the second trailer came out. Well, I guess the first real trailer, because the full trailer, because that first one was just a teaser.
yeah,
and the full trailer came. I'm like, oh, this is like an actual movie with some stakes and heart pulling and drama. I'm down for this.
I've seen the teaser, and I seen maybe half of the first trailer. I didn't watch the whole thing. I said I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, and I've been kind of missing. I've been kind of avoiding all the rest of the trailers. But yeah, every review I've seen for it, even like before they actually got on Rotten Tomatoes, all the like early screenings for it, all the people was like, "Oh yeah, this is really good." And then even that one I told you about, that one dude was like, "Dare I say, this is better than Into the Spiderverse?" And then he just did the Drew Scott running away. Yeah, like that. I saw that. I said, "Okay, I'm intrigued now. I'm intrigued."
Yeah, because people swear by Spider-Man.
Yeah, so
they don't fuck around with that.
Yeah, so I'm really intrigued. And then right now, I think it's like at 88 or 90 something on Rotten Tomatoes. So
that's really good.
I'm locked in for this movie. This might be the first movie this year I go see like 2-3 times. I haven't watched it yet. I'm already planning to watch it more than once.
Yeah, man. Nah, I'm real excited for just Transformer stuff as well, because from the reviews and sound, I think they already are planning, and I think you brought this up last episode, but they're planning on making this like a trilogy. I think rumor. I'm not
sure. I don't know. Like that one I don't know.
I've heard.
I'll be honest, I don't know.
I think I've heard that from certain sources. Don't kill me.
It would really just depend on how far they go in this movie. Cause I'm gonna guess, since it's supposed to be like an early telling of Optimus and Megatron, I'm guessing they're gonna go to like the beginning of when they actually formed the Decepticons and Autobots. I doubt. I know they're not gonna go to the end of it, because then they'd have to do a crazy skip in that movie. But I can see them doing like the very beginning, and then kind of ending off there. Maybe do some fights of like initial battles, but I think they'll kind of end off there. I don't think they'll do like the whole arc, the making of the arc, and them going into space and all that. If they do that, I'm not mad at it, but I just don't see how they do it that fast in this movie. But that's just me talking right now.
Do you think, because my idea was, do you think they do like this movie and then the second movie is like War for Cybertron, essentially? Like you jump with them in the war, and then that third movie is Fall of Cybertron, and by the end of that they go into space and end up on Earth. I'm not sure.
They could. Like that would be, if they did it like that, that would be live. It's like, since they're already doing a Cybertron only film, yes, and it's animated, it just gives you so much more freedom, like we've always been saying. But if they do a Fall of Cybertron, oh yeah, they'll take all my money. You do a Fall of Hasbro. Look, listen to me right now. You do a Fall of Cybertron movie. Look, I'm looking at you. We do a Fall of Cybertron movie. You will single-handedly resurrect everything you've ever wanted. You do that movie good, everything you want to do with G.I. Joe, it's gonna be gas. Anything you want to do with, I don't even know who else is on Hasbro's IP. I just forgot.
Let me look it up real fast. But that, yeah, if they,
because you already got the comic going. I just bought some issues today. You already got the game supposed to be coming back because we seen y'all Microsoft buy the stuff for it. You got this movie with great reviews coming out, so it's more than likely gonna be, not more likely, it's gonna be good. If this ends right at the beginning of that war, or even in the middle of it, I don't care if it ends in the middle of the war. Because as long as y'all don't show the full war, and you do a Fall of Cybertron movie, come on, man.
Yeah. So, this isn't a whole list, but saying with a portfolio of over 1,800 iconic brands, including Magic, The Gathering, I guess so, Dungeons and Dragons, Nerf, like the Nerf or Nothing.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine making a Nerf movie?
Or Nothing movie? Imagine a Nerf movie
with G.I. Joe. It's a G.I. Joe Nerf crossover. And Play-Doh and Peppa Pig. You got Peppa Pig, G.I. Joe, Transformers crossover movie.
That's my multiverse of madness.
Oh my god. Then you got claymation with the play. You have a claymation Transformers movie with Peppa Pig in that bitch? Peppa Pig would be bigger than fucking Shia LaBeouf.
Is she like 6 feet? Look at Peppa. Hold on, bro. What's Peppa Pig height, bro? I remember somebody saying something crazy on Twitter.
I don't even know what the hell we was talking about. But
never mind. I lied. She 3 feet.
Ain't no way that bitch 6 feet tall. Could you imagine?
Oh man, could you imagine, nigga? The fucking Sparks need her.
Can you imagine her in that scene at the end of Rise of the Beast in that fucking CGI Transformer suit instead of
oh my god, bro, she's holding Optimus' hand.
I got you.
Let's roll out. What is her accent? Ain't they like British?
Yeah, they're British. Or like, they're not from the United States.
Oh man. We were talking about Transformers. Oh, I was saying how if they do a Fall for Cybertron movie, but yeah, man. Honestly, that just going back to that trailer real fast before we go to the next topic. That trailer, it was beautiful, man. It's pretty much almost all the cartoons I've already seen. It's like maybe 2 or 3, maybe max, that I didn't see in there. Like me personally have watched already. And it's crazy because right now I'm rewatching Transformers Armada, because one thing Transformers did is they allowed or put all their old animated shows on YouTube. So you don't even have to go like anywhere to find them and pay for them. You can just go on YouTube, type in the name, and then they got all the episodes.
Interesting. I know they have like the original Transformers like G1 show on Tubi. Same platform that got Boss Nigga on it, but hey, just to show the range, man. Can you imagine a fucking, I don't know if this is off topic, but can you imagine a blaxploitation Transformers movie? That wouldn't even make no damn sense. That would be the worst movie ever.
They're gonna be in Pontiacs, muscle cars, goddamn El Caminos, Escalades,
6'4" Impalas. You got Bumblebee's old school Camaro. Nah, Bumblebee is a fucking land yacht. Fucking Park Avenue.
Jazz is gonna be in a fucking swanger.
Man, hey, if y'all are listening, we just gave y'all the blueprint.
Hey man.
But yeah, so I'm in terms of the Transformer stuff. Transformers 1 was not on this agenda, but I'm glad you brought that up because it definitely tied into the Transformers 40th anniversary stuff. And like we said, it's just a great time to be a Transformers fan.
Oh yeah. Man, I'll show y'all something real quick. Talking about 40th anniversary. So we talked about the comic last week, last episode with Greg, and I was saying it was a great time to be a Transformers fan, but I had to go and get a quick issue real quick. So this is one of the covers. I actually got 4 of them, but yeah, I went to this local comic book store. I ain't gonna tell y'all which one it is, cause I don't need y'all in there. It's called Third Planet Comics. I won't gatekeep. There's another cover for another one.
That's hard.
Man, they had one. I didn't get it though. I didn't get that specific one with the cover, but they had one with Optimus holding up the world like Atlas. I said, "Ooh, this is hard." I might go back and get it. But it was a variant cover of. Damn, you can't really see this one. This Shockwave holding it down. I thought it was a Dinobot at first, but it looked like Ravage.
Nice.
But yeah, that was my quick tangent.
Good. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into another trailer discussion. So unless y'all are living under a rock or just have Sony muted on everything in terms of, you know, their products that they release. They released a trailer for Venom 3. Their final trailer before the movie comes out. It comes out October 11th, I believe.
October or December, one of those.
Yeah, one of them.
I didn't even know they dropped this trailer until I seen it. Like, not everybody on social media talking about like Venom this, Venom that. Nigga, what? I still haven't watched the trailer. I'm probably not gonna watch it, but
yeah. So the movie comes out October 25th next month.
Ooh,
month and a half away. So they released that. They released a like key villain in that trailer as well. We got a first glimpse of Null.
Oh, that was real.
That's real.
I thought that was fake.
No, it literally was a scene because outside of like the other kind of scenes that they showed in the teaser, they had a scene where they kind of depicted like a version of the symbiote hive mind, and then it panned to a room with a man it was like a throne room. It looked like they were in a dark planet, obviously hinting at Null, and which to me makes it seem like they're trying to tie into like the Venom War and the King in Black storyline from that Venom Venom comic run. So yeah, your thoughts on them adapting Null? First of all, your thoughts on them showing Null in the trailer. I'm sorry if that was spoiled for you, but
it wasn't. It's technically not spoiled. I seen a tweet about it, but I thought it was fake. But I'm.
How do you feel about this? You're going through all the emotions right now.
I'm not confused. So I won't say
you're concerned.
I'm befuddled. I'm what's some
big
words?
Lost for words?
I don't.
I'm flabbergasted.
I'm literally shocked because I'll say. So I was thinking about this. So Venom, right? I like the Venom movies. To me, they're very contained, right? They're good. To me, they're good, right? Some people,
yes.
Obviously, the first one was better than Carnage. That's a talk for a long time ago. Whenever we talked about it, but to me, they're good enough. They're contained movies. To add Null in at this point, when this is supposed to be the last one, is confusing because if you add in Null, right, and then for people that don't know, anytime Sony uses any type of Spider-Man villain, technically speaking, Marvel cannot use that villain unless Sony greenlights it or is attached to the movie itself. Right. So that's why we haven't really seen like all these other. That's why they're really scraping at like Spider-Man villains, because it's like damn,
they scraping the pot.
It's like, damn, y'all used everybody. So unless we do these multiversal movies or these No Way Home type deals, we can't really use any of the new villains. So
yeah, I used them already.
Yeah, so to throw in Noel is weird. I just have to see. I would literally have to see, because technically doesn't the MCU already not we don't have Noel obviously in there, but the Necro Sword, isn't that Noel's sword?
Yeah, it's Noel's sword, and it's technically destroyed after they killed Gore.
That shit was so stupid.
Unless he got another one in it. Go ahead.
Let me say this real quick. Okay, they could do some shit like Mjolnir where they bring it back together. They could be like, oh, the symbiote. Hey, don't make the face. I don't like how it sounds either. I don't like how this sounds either. They could be like, oh, the symbiote, it brought it back together, XYZ. But outside of that, I'm about to go on a quick tangent. I have to say this. I know I've said it before. Them killing fucking Gore is the stupidest shit ever, bro. You paid this nigga Christian Bale how much money? He could have been one of the best villains y'all had, like new villains, right? Marvel, you already have a problem with getting villains or getting impactful villains already, because you have them in one movie, you kill them off. You had a chance to do a whole arc with Gore the God Butcher into Thor, into all these other gods, because he ain't killed no gods.
No, he didn't.
In the movie, he ain't killed nobody.
He didn't.
He killed the nigga
they were off-screen death.
He killed
off-screen death.
He killed the dude at the very beginning, Max, when the dude was laughing at him. We're like, we don't help mortals like that. That nigga, he killed him. Outside of that,
yeah,
he ain't killed nobody else. The whole council of gods was right there. You could have had him come in. Like we said, remember we were like, oh, he could come in and kill some niggas, and he dip, and then they just be like, oh shit. That would have been way more impactful than just this nigga down on fucking moon.
And then we got Thor butt ass naked. Like, okay.
Yeah. And then like they even said this is me going entire time. I'm so sorry, listeners. But
go ahead.
They even said that there was a scene that they cut out of the whole movie where Gore was like, technically he was like cutting, like pretty much getting his scars when he was in a cave. They're like, they cut that out because they're like, oh, that's too heavy, that's too graphic or whatever. But it's just like, I legit think Christian Bale said 10 words that movie.
Yeah,
he did not say no more than 20 words. He was in maybe 5 minutes of the whole movie. His longest scene was maybe that final fight, and he wasn't in that part. That shit too long. It may have been just when he was talking to the kids. That may be the longest screen time he had.
That was also this a crazy ass scene right there. I mean, that was pretty funny, just like Thor giving him like the power of Odin.
Yeah.
But I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, but
yeah, that definitely was a missed opportunity. We talked to that ad nauseum.
Yeah, but back to fucking Noel being here. Like I said, I'm unsure who actually did they say who playing him?
They did. I've seen reports saying that it's Daryl, basically Daryl from Walking Dead. But there's like, first of all, this is a whole little thing going on with like just scoops just being wrong, which we're gonna talk about later on in terms of like the Beyond the Spider-Verse stuff. But anywho, there was a tweet or a post from X saying that like, oh, it's supposed to be Daryl from Walking Dead.
He don't need to be.
Yeah, Norman Reedus. I do not think it's him because it's not confirmed, and there's no other like you literally couldn't even see his face. It was just a dark side profile of long hair that was white.
It need to be
And now
Keanu
you cannot see
Reeves.
his face. I need to make it make it Ryan Gosling.
Hell no. Could you imagine?
I'm not mad at a Keanu Reeves Noel.
I haven't read nothing with Nolan, and so I wouldn't even. I know how I won't say I haven't read nothing. I've seen videos, like Comic Store and them type videos of them talking about Nolan. I haven't got into the Venom War yet. I actually saw those comics today, and I was thinking about buying one, but I didn't. But how do you feel about them bringing Noel in at this point in this trilogy, that last movie, supposedly?
It's just Sony being Sony, man. I'm like, wow. Okay. I guess my reaction was like, I would have liked to find this out in the movie. But, you know, I mean, that would have been, even still, I don't even know how I would have felt finding that out, like watching the movie, because I'm like, man, y'all really going for this. Like, y'all done after this. Because, no, we know it's like a Thanos level type threat. So I guess they're going for that in this trilogy. And I find it very hard to believe that Venom just goes up to Noah and kills him or something. Like, I don't think Noah's gonna die from this.
Yeah.
I think the way this ends, this kind of goes into Spider-Man 4, because with, you know, like the Venom hive mind and stuff through the multiverse, maybe the ending of this movie will have ramifications in the new Spider-Man movie. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. And because I think reports are saying like this Spider-Man 4 is supposed to be like another like multiversal type movie. So I'm like, okay, if we know Noel is kind of like a multiversal being, especially through that Venom hive mind, well,
I just seen a report. I just seen a report though of somebody, and I think that's what you were talking about like information being wrong. It was somebody, I seen a tweet about that, and then underneath the little community note said none of this has been confirmed, or like there's been no reports of this.
Yeah,
about
it was probably the
part.
Norman Reedus one, and then the other one about the Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse news, which you kind of can go ahead and get into that, because outside of I think the big talking point about the Venom 3 trailer is just like Noel, literally being in the movie. I mean, everything else is just the same. This is another Venom movie. They're cracking jokes. This is their last hoorah.
The biggest thing I seen was it was a tweet. It was like Venom Frog. I don't know if that was in a trailer or something, but it was just a picture of a frog. Like Venom. That shit was funny. I don't know why that shit was funny to me. I started laughing. I said, "What is this, bro?" But now overall, I think the movie will still be good. Now, will it be better than, like, I know this is kind of like, it's kind of like low to say, but now will it be better than Carnage? I don't know now that they bringing Noel in. I feel like Noel is like a villain you don't throw in, but like,
yeah, you don't just you don't fuck with that. Like you kind of just leave that alone.
I won't say there's no build up, because technically Venom has already said, oh, we have a hive mind, all this multiversal stuff, which isn't new stuff, but it still seems kind of like, here, nigga, damn.
Yeah.
like thrown in almost. But we'll see. We may get into the movie and it's great and we're just totally wrong. Who knows?
Could be.
Which I would rather like than it being bad.
Yeah. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and go into the next topic. So recently, like we said earlier, there's been a different amount of reports of just like false scoops or rumors that are being treated as reported news. And because I've been seeing a lot of different like community those having to debunk a lot of these stuff, especially from big, like trustworthy outlets like Discussing Film and Cosmic Wonder and all those platforms. My recent example, what I'm talking about is like earlier this week, there's a tweet from Discussing Film that was saying that Sony reportedly scrapped most of Beyond the Spider-Verse for creative reasons. The film was unlikely to release in 2027, and they're saying that this source is from the Insider. If you go to the tweet, and as I'm doing that, I'm gonna share my screen real fast so the audience can see what I'm seeing. So yeah, as you see under here, the community are saying this is not accurate information as stated by the composer, Daniel Pemberton. And then, so Daniel Pemberton, he released this tweet saying, because I remember seeing this, he quoted it. He quoted the original Discussing Films post with this tweet saying, don't really ever want to weigh in on this sort of stuff, but would you ever believe there could sometimes be stuff on the internet that might not always be particularly accurate? With the thinking emoji. And I'm not gonna lie, because first of all, that kind of sucks for us because we're the ones that go on these platforms and I get these scoops so we can talk about them. But now it's making it hard for us to kind of talk about these as reported news or facts. If everyone is just gonna fabricate everything, and it's just all these trust me bro type sources, especially if that trust me bro type source is getting treated as reported news from a big space like Discussing Film. So it's just more of the story. Always make sure never speak in matter of fact, because nothing is never confirmed until the product is out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's also kind of funny that I didn't see like a post from Discussing Film kind of apologizing for this fake news, because they're the ones that posted this as reporting.
They ain't gonna post nothing about it.
No, they're just gonna go by their business.
They said there's more engagement. The crazy thing is, I seen one of the another like sound engineer or producer. It was like 2 or 3 of them quoted that one, and one of them was like, "This news to me. I just got done recording some stuff for it."
Yes. I think I know exactly what you're talking about because I seen that tweet too. It was like, this is news to me because there's nothing is scrapped. Everything is done. Like there's nothing being scrapped from this movie. Everything is still in go. Only thing that changed was the timeline, but yeah, it's crazy. But I will say, I'm glad that Twitter does have these notes now, because it's helping filter out a lot of this information. Because if that wasn't there, we would still be thinking like, oh, this is matter of fact, because it could have been a chance where we just didn't see Peter quoted, or whatever his name is. Yeah, Daniel Pemberton.
Yeah. Ooh, why did I say Peter, bro? I apologize, bro. But I was thinking about Peter Parker. That's what it was. But it could have been something like that, where we just didn't see him quote the actual tweet saying this is not matter of fact. We could have just went about our day, and we just like, oh yeah, it's not coming out, all this other stuff. And then months later we get a trailer, we're like, oh, we don't know what we're talking about. Like, it's just
yeah. And then I just found a tweet too. Is Discussing Film, they posted a tweet there saying like Chris Miller came out and responded to the news, and he was saying, quote, "Nothing has been scrapped. The reels are coming in nicely." So yeah, just needless to say, watch the news. Just always be cautious, trust but verify. And
you think they got a group chat?
Oh, they definitely do.
They're
like, who the fuck put this shit on? Who the fuck made this tweet, because most of these like most I try to not take everything in and put it in the rundown as like news to talk about, especially for the like of Redacted, because we'd be here for like a whole extra hour talking about shit from these scoopers. Because the thing is, you have these accounts that are scoopers, and then certain accounts that are like bigger in reporting like reported news, because they get the inside scoop and they'll treat it as reported. But these other smaller ones, they'll they do have insider news, or they'll go off rumors and treat them as reported news to get clickbait and reactions and engagement.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, thanks to the community notes, they'll debunk them. I remember it was one, someone posted something hella wrong, and the community notes was like, this has not been confirmed, and this account is known to make wrong and egregious type claims just for engagement. It was one community I see that was hilarious. It was like, no, I think I wish I could remember exactly what the tweet was, but someone said like basically this heinous lie, and then the community notes was like, no, it's not, you fucking idiot.
Bro, those be the best community notes when it's like 3 letters. It'd be like, no, the fuck it ain't. Yeah. Or it'd be like, this person is lying.
Yeah. They're eating the pets.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. Nigga, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, we don't get into politics, but
he doesn't know he's alive.
I don't care what nobody says. That is a bar. That is hilarious. That is insanity. That is the biggest roast ever. That is so crazy.
He doesn't know he's alive. What the fuck?
We have a president that doesn't even know he's alive.
I know everybody there was like, what the fuck is he talking?
What do you think Joe Biden's reaction to that was?
He doesn't know.
What do you think old boy reaction to that was?
Joe Biden.
Yeah, because he I know he watched that. What do you think his reaction was when he was like, when he said that shit?
He probably was like, who does it?
Oh shit,
bro.
Maybe he was too busy doing 9/11. Maybe he don't know he's alive.
What did he say? He was like, I'm going to my niece's birthday. Then we're
and
doing 9/11.
I'm doing 9/11. Like, what?
Oh, bro, we're in a fucking simulation, bro. These aren't real people that that are running for these stuff. Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Last but not least, we want to get to the final time before we get to the next segment. So there's news that came out saying that, kind of pointing towards when the next Batman movie, in terms of timeline wise, will take place. Saying that Batman 2 is likely to take place in the wintertime. And the reason for that is because the Penguin show that is coming out next week, Friday.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Next week, Friday.
Yeah.
That is supposed to take place a week after the events of the first Batman and go all the way into Batman 2. But
yeah, so it'd be like a few weeks before Batman 2 starts or something like that.
Right. But they, I think it was the showrunner. I'm trying to remember. Yes. It said the Penguin show story plays out over the next weeks that take you towards the end of the year, but we do not play Christmas or New Year's, but we're getting there. So hinting at probably timeline wise, it's gonna get towards October.
Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, thanks. You're right. Thanksgiving. So yeah, wintertime. What do you think this means for, I guess, the second Batman? And I mean, I think this kind of hints at it only makes sense to do like one particular villain if it's in the wintertime. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. You know who that villain is?
Yeah, the Joker on a bobsled.
I was about to say the Joker. The Joker skiing down a mountain. You did that old ass meme. But I think so they could do. It makes me excited just because Matt Reeves, when it comes to like snow movies and stuff, is very good. I lost my train of thought real quick, but for the actual villains, so the obvious choice obviously is Mr. Freeze, right? But they also said they want to kind of stay, they said realistic and grounded. I think that's what either Matt Reeves said or somebody else said that. But we'll have to go back and check and see if this is legit or not fake news. But I think they said they want to keep the stories kind of grounded. So
Right.
Mr. Freeze, he's like borderline at the grounded slash, I won't say supernatural, but the grounded and up. He's like he's like the, I feel like for Batman villains, he's like the medium, right?
Right.
Because he's a mad scientist who has a freeze ray and a wife in a cryo chamber. So Mr. Freeze would be a good choice. I could also see them doing who is it? Calendar? Is it Calendar Man?
Probably.
Yeah, I think it's Calendar Man because I know for his, if I'm thinking about the right person, he usually kills around, I believe, like holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
So they could do that. They could do what's another one? Zaz, I think that's his name. I'm just trying to think of more like, I guess, serial-ish killer Batman villains.
Oh yeah, Victor Zeiss.
Yeah, they could even
Scars
do
on his head.
they could even do Professor Pig. That'd be
I've
a crazy
seen
one.
reports on that too. So him or like Mad Hatter.
Yeah. Now, I would want Mr. Freeze. That's who I would want. But I could see them definitely going to more that, like, the, I won't say smaller villains, but definitely smaller than the big villains in Batman's gallery.
I would want Mr. Freeze and either Man Bat or Solomon Grundy. Like I'm so fucking tired. Well, not so fucking tired, but I'm like, it's okay to get like whimsical with the shit. Like the last time there was a live action, I guess, whimsical type villain in a movie was during like the Batman 89 type verse when they did Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy.
And Bang.
And Bang.
You know what? I just realized. So on one of the little promo images for the Penguin, they had a little news article. It's like Gotham News or whatever they call the Gotham paper. And they talked about a new DA, which everybody knows is gonna be Harvey Dent. Cause it was like one of the article, it was like put a dent in crime. I was like, that's Harvey. It didn't say Harvey Dent though, but I'm like, that's pretty sure that's
So you
Harvey.
think we're gonna get Harvey in the Penguin show?
I think we'll get him mentioned. But I think I just thought about it. I think they might do Court of Owls. They could do that. And if they do Court of
I don't
Owls,
want them to do that until like the third movie.
they could do an introduction. Still, I see them still throwing them in there, almost like how they did with Penguin on the last movie. Like Penguin wasn't the main villain, but he was thrown in because he had connections on how to get somewhere.
Yeah,
So they could do some
that's
type
true.
deal where Bruce is looking for, I don't fucking know, somebody and they're high class, or they're just something. He needs
Yeah,
information. He's a detective, and he gets mixed up with a quarter hour for a bit to get that information, and then it
yeah,
goes back to the main villain. And in the third movie, you throw in Talon.
good. Yeah, I don't know. I also would like them to. Maybe this is wishful thinking. Well, I guess maybe wishful thinking on my part, but I do know we're gonna get a live action Robin in James Gunn's DCU Batman with his
Mm-hmm.
Brave New World,
Brave
Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, Brave and the Bold.
So, but I was just like, I would want them to do like a Robin type character in this role. I know they tried to do well. They hinted at the end of the Dark Knight trilogy, but obviously that didn't go anywhere. But yeah,
How? Only reason I would see them not doing Robin, I won't say at all, but kind of at all, because this Batman's so young.
yeah, he's still like you knew. Well, at the time of the first Batman, he's
It was
already
like
been
year
doing
two,
it for a
right?
year. Yeah, so
Okay.
year two Batman.
And so
So
this is technically gonna be like almost year three, or just about to be year three.
yeah, year 2.5.
Yeah. So or no, never mind. I was about to say he finds Grayson. He goes to the circus, finds Grayson.
Baby. But no. So now we are going to get into our Like It, Love It, Redacted segment. We have our list of headlines and rumors. At the time of this recording, they were not fact checked, so they're wrong. Do not kill us, but we'll make sure to trust but verify these sources going forward because we know there's a lot of fake news out there. But that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get into our first line. So I don't know if you've seen this trailer, but the trailer for the Wolfman series, not series, Wolfman movie was released.
Oh shit.
So yeah, the Wolfman is from like the Universal realm of monsters with like Frankenstein and the Invisible Man and all them. So it's made by the same people that rebooted Invisible Man movie, and this is in that. I don't know if it's in this universe, but I wonder. I think depending on how this movie does, I don't know how they aren't tempted to try to do like another monster. I could see them doing like a Dracula,
Frankenstein.
and then they have a Frankenstein movie where they bring them all together, and it's because they tried to do that with the Mummy, or they have like a not even like a they do. I'm all over the place, but they have this Invisible Man movie. They have the Wolf Man that comes out. If that does good, I can see them doing like a Jekyll and Hyde type movie made by the same people, and they just start putting people from the same movies, just hinting like this is the same universe, so to speak. And then you see a Frankenstein in that bitch, or like a timepiece of Frankenstein back in the day, and it ends with him kind of waking up in the present, or like a younger Frankenstein. But I don't know. I can definitely see that, but maybe it's wishful thinking. Maybe it's other Universal Studios thinking that they're Marvel, and they're not.
Multiverse.
But we'll see. I am. It is interesting and good that the people that made the Invisible Man and I think Insidious are making this Wolfman movie, so it gives me the confidence to like actually go watch this movie and know that it will probably be good. But yeah, all that said, I saw the trailer and liked it. Sophie, since you didn't see the trailer, we'll just go ahead and skip this one. But
I'll say off the description, off what you're telling me for the description, I'll say like, because I haven't really thought about it being a I don't want to say multiverse, but a connecting film. There we go. I haven't really thought about that. But that actually, for this type of film, I feel like that would be kind of cool. Like this category of film.
Yep. But yeah, I just looked. So it's Lee Wannell, because he made Invisible Man. He made the first Saw movie. He made, I guess, all the Insidiouses.
God damn.
Insidiouses.
That city eye.
I was about to say that.
I don't even know. I don't. That could be some random crazy word.
But yeah, so all those are
shit.
What are you saying?
Blumhouse is doing this also?
Yes, so it's a Blumhouse movie too.
Oh yeah, no, I love it. I love it. Hey, they'd help do Blackfold. Hey,
it's like imagine that. Yeah, this movie is gonna be crazy.
I'll see this first opening weekend.
I don't know about that. I might catch a matinee on a Sunday. But the other tangent, and we'll get to the next one. The first, I remember the first horror movie I was able to like watch and sit down and finish was the first reboot of The Wolfman with old boy that played the Collector. He was the actual Wolfman in that movie, but that movie is on.
I remember one of those Wolfman movies. I just remember the nigga, he transformed in the restroom.
Was it the rest? No, was it, because I might know what scene you're talking about. They brought him in, and it was all these like the people of the town watching him, and the scientist was like, "Oh, look, I got the wolf man right here. Y'all gonna watch him transform, and like y'all will be fine. He's restrained." And they just were. He literally was transforming in the seat and just murdered everybody.
I think it may have been that one.
Yes, it was. It was Benicio del Toro, Anthony Hawkins. Anthony Hawkins was in that movie. Emily Blunt. So yeah, that movie was not really that bad. I think because I remember that movie was their start. There was Universal's first attempt at like a monster multiverse.
Yeah.
It was that, and then Dracula Untold, or it might have been Dracula Untold first, which was, I think, a sleeper movie. Yeah, it was The Wolfman, then Dracula Untold, and then The Mummy with Tom Cruise in it, and that just fucked everything up.
How many Mummy movies did they end up making? It was like, was it 5?
A lot.
Because they made one in the teens, in the teens.
Yeah, 2017. That was the last one they did, which bombed.
Yeah, that one was. I went and watched it too. Off the strength of the name.
Yeah, it was The Mummy Returns, The Mummy Tomb of the Dragon, and then Scorpion King.
I remember Tomb of the Dragon.
But yeah, so the next one, Blue Eye Samurai wins Best Animated Series at the Emmys. It wins over X-Men 97, Scavenger's Reign. I have not seen that. The Simpsons.
That's supposed to be really good.
And Bob's Burgers. So, outside of The Simpsons and Bob's Burgers, how do you feel about Blue Eye Samurai winning? Do we like this, love it, or?
I ain't watched that hoe. That's on my list, but at the same time, it's like I seen people talk about Blue Samurai, but I seen people talk about it, but I didn't see it like heavy talked about. Like it was talked about, but I didn't see it where it was like, oh, this is some world renowned. Granted, I will say this because people be like, well, you be hating. No, I don't. I just be talking. But I will say I heard it's really good, and that's the reason I want to watch, because everybody I know who has watched it said it was like incredible. But at the same time, I just haven't watched it, so I can't really weigh in on it.
Yeah, I'm kind of redacted, not because I don't like the show. I'm like, I didn't watch it, so I'm like, I don't really care. And like, I understand that because a lot of people are saying like this show is like really good and you need to watch it, but I just cannot get past like half white, half Asian samurai story. I think that's what stopped me from watching the show. I'm like, I cannot get behind that. Like, I cannot get behind that. So I'm like, I can't watch it. If I can like warp my mind to get over that, then maybe. But no.
The fact that it beat X-Men 97 is crazy though.
It's insane. I'm like, wow.
And the other one, Scavenger's Reign.
I've never heard of that.
That's the one on. Let me see. I think I know which one. Okay, I haven't watched that, but I've seen some reviews on it, and some people talked about that like it's the best thing since sliced milk. So that's for it to beat that too. I said sliced milk. That sounds so stupid, but for it to beat that too is crazy, because I've seen people talk about that like it was like insanely good. Yeah, so that's on my list to watch. So I'll just have to watch both of those and see. But I'll say Redact because I have no like I said, didn't watch
it. Next is rumorly, Dr.Doom will kill off the Council of Kangs in the opening scenes of Avengers Doomsday. Dr.Doom will consume the power of every Kang variant. So, and I'm saying this is rumor because I don't think this is reported. But if this is true, do we like this, love it, or redact it? Because it seems like they're treating Kang as like Molecule Man.
Yeah, I'll say I'm in between redacting and like, so I'm indifferent right now, only because we've kind of already said this is more than likely the way they're gonna go, that he's gonna have to show up and kill them. And then I know it's been reports, obviously this is rumors as well, that Jonathan Majors is gonna be in that movie. Like, he's gonna be in the movie regardless. That's reports. Now, honestly, I don't think he's gonna be in that hoe. I think they're gonna off screen kill the variants and stuff.
So you'll think they won't even show him killing them? He'll just do it. I mean, or he'll just walk in that bitch and be like, "Yeah, I wiped out the whole council." He'll have a line where he's like, "Yeah, I wiped out the whole council, and now I'm the baddest nigga in the planet."
Honestly, kind of, yeah. Because every time there's an interview with Jonathan Majors, people are like, "How do you feel about this?" He's like, he's like,
he's like, just indifferent about it.
Yeah, so I don't like. Unless they just haven't broke the news to him that he's coming back for that movie. I don't see him showing back up for the scenes. So now for him to absorb all their powers, I don't think that's gonna happen. Because then you'd have fucking Rama Tut. I forgot all the ones, the big three of them.
It was like, yeah, Rama Tut, Scarlet Centurion, and basically
I forgot this.
The Mortis.
Yeah, that's beyond Thanos at that point. It's like, bro.
I mean, if you want Doom to take that, to fill in that power void that Thanos left after he died, he's gonna have to do some shit like that. So I like it, but
you can. But are you gonna do that fast?
I think so because they're desperate.
Because Doomsday is first, right? Then Secret Wars.
Then it's Secret Wars.
You do it that fast. Miss Marvel ain't beating that nigga.
She wasn't beating Thanos.
Daredevil ain't beating that nigga. Spider-Man ain't beating that nigga.
That's why they're gonna get the multiverse Avengers. They're gonna get the Exiles. They're gonna get Hugh Jackman. They're gonna get Tobey Maguire, old ass.
That nigga Thanos is gonna walk into Avengers Towers with his shoes on and put his feet on their couch, boy. He gonna slap Happy, bro. He gonna backhand Happy.
What could I? we get backhanded in the dust. But yeah, what this tells me, if this is true, is they're tying the God Emperor Battle World timeline and just replacing Molecule Man with the Kang variants.
Yeah, I still think they'll do something I still think they will do. They're going to do Battle World and all that stuff. It's just, well, I guess we still got time because this doesn't come out till 27 reportedly, right? Supposedly, or 26.
2027.
Okay, so that's,
I think 26, and then Secret Wars is 2027.
Okay, so we got give or take 2 to 3 years. Possibly.
You know what the funny thing about that is because I also saw a tweet. It was Don Cheadle. He shared his reaction to finding out RDJ was playing Doom, and he said, "quote I was like, what the fuck? Everything is clay right now. They're rewriting, they're reworking, and so I honestly can't even tease anything. Meaning they don't got shit planned."
Exactly.
So this shit I just read.
Cheadle said that, right?
Don Cheadle said that.
That's
meaning that they're still planning shit. So they don't know what they're doing.
That's just like with that Armor Wars shit when the reporter asked him. Now that was real. The reporter asked him, like, what are their thoughts on Armor Wars? He was like, what? They're just doing shit. They need to put us in the writer room, bro. You put me in that writer room for a full weekend. I will have this shit straightened out when I get out on Monday. I will have every movie done. I may not have the lines, but I will have the full plot.
I will have the old storyboards up on them whiteboards.
Nigga. Give me a blank room. Let all the walls be dry erase, and just give me like unlimited internet. and the comics I asked for, and trust me, I will make the best movies y'all see. Oh man.
Yeah, but sticking in the Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars will feature returning X-Men cast members and recast versions of the characters. Again, I'm just gonna stop reading this stuff because I don't even know what to believe. If this is true, do we like this, love it, or redact it?
I honestly don't care to see the returning actors. Is that okay? I love the actors. Y'all know, look, relax, bro. They gonna come for me again. Wafiki,
I was about to say, you want to see Halle Berry? Halle Berry?
I was about to make my list. She was first on the list. Hold on. I don't even know if this is the right one.
Black women are beautiful, but let me refocus.
Let me refocus, man. But in all actuality, I would want to see, because I feel like we've seen them so many times at this point. Yeah, it's nostalgia, but like, give me a new team almost. Not a new team, but like, give me some new actors, some fresh faces. Because at this point, the multiverse stuff is cool, but it's cool when it's done like a drop here and there. Like when you got like when you had brunch, you do that quick drop of orange juice. It's like sometimes you need a lot, sometimes you need a quick drop. They've been doing gallons
of orange juice and no champagne.
We need a drop right now, man. So I would want to see a little more newer actors. I would still want to see the older actors if you did something of like they come in and die. They come in and die.
So multiverse of madness.
I don't know. Less madness, but maybe they from a different Earth. They come in, their Earth is for sure wiped out, and then like the newer ones come in, and that's the continuation. But more focus on newer actors and fresher stories. Like, stop beating the dead horse. Stop trying to milk the dried up cow.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Next is Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed the first Shang-Chi movie, is officially set to direct Spider-Man 4. So now his movie slate is Shang-Chi 2, Spider-Man 4, and the live-action Naruto.
We love it. We love it. Because that means the fight scenes.
Those fight scenes about to go insane.
That
web swinging
and
boxing.
Boy, because when's the last time we seen Spider-Man box anybody?
Never.
Legit.
I mean, well, No Way Home, he was putting hands on Green Goblin.
Oh yeah.
He was putting hands on Green Goblin.
That may be the last, but even then, that was like, that wasn't like boxing. They was boxing. They were, let me not take away. That was boxing, but like, yeah. But you know what I mean? Like,
I need like JJK type boxing.
He had mixed in like some Winter Soldier, some Shang-Chi, some goddamn. I don't know what else Marvel got that day.
Fight choreography. Black Panther. They was boxing
Black
a little
Panther.
bit.
Like, I want to see this nigga
throw them ones up.
I'm from New York. like throw some hands, nigga. And granted, that also depends on who the villain is, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a great movie. I think it'll be the best in that series.
I hope so.
Off the action,
I really hope so.
Now the story, I don't know what the story gonna be. No clue. But the action, at least we know the action is covered. We just need the plot.
Imagine is Venom 4. Eddie Brock's in there. Venom versus Spider-Man. With Venom, that sort of
with that
fight,
with
fight
him as the director.
Him as the director.
You know why? You know why that's too good to be true.
That movie make $1 billion.
You know why that's too good to be true? They too stubborn. They don't see what we. They don't see what we see.
They don't see what we.
They don't see the vision. Fuck it, throw Craven in that bitch. Let that nigga get bit by that radioactive line.
And those were supposed to be the fucking Sinister Six that's gonna stop. No, yeah, right. Him, Craven, Madam Web, and Morbius.
Did they? Actually, I'll bring it in at the very end of Like It Love Redacted.
And then finally, Demon Slayer Infinite Castle movie announcement will come December 2020. December 22nd. So we'll have an announcement about the movie at the end of this year.
Oh, I thought it was the actual movie.
Well, the way the tweet read, it was like, yeah, y'all will find out something. It said announcement. It didn't say
release date.
Just
okay,
movie.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy that movie came out that fast.
It need to shit. You gotta wait for this next one. They got 3 of them missions. That's crazy, bro. 83 movies, right? Did they say 3?
Yeah, they said 3 reportedly.
God damn, I forgot.
Does 3 even make sense? You've read the manga. I'm like, does 3 make sense with that arc?
No. 2 to me, 2 is enough. How many Demon Slayer movies are releasing? But 2 to me 2 is enough, because like if you do two I can't fucking see. If you do 2 movies, right? Each one like an hour 40 or even or even like 2 hours long. Huge set, but yeah, 3 Demon Slayer movies for Infinity Castle. Like if you, cause Infinity Castle's the end. There's one arc after Infinity Castle, but it's that fight is not long, bro. Like Infinity Castle is the bulk of everything, and I've said it before, but who knows? They might do. Obviously, they're gonna add on for them to do 3 movies. I mean, they're adding on a lot of like anime only stuff. And granted, they've been doing that, but for that castle, they're gonna do a lot. A lot. They add on a lot. So that I'm excited to see. But for 3 movies, I'm not excited. But for new stuff, I am. That's the borderline I'm at. I'm like, I'm not excited to see 3 movies, but I'm excited to see what they add.
That's fair. And I would have to co-sign. I'd have to agree with that. I'm just like, I mean, I haven't read the manga, but I'm just like, the way they drawn out these episodes and fight scenes and shit, I'm like, now again, I'm excited because I know the animation is gonna be insane and the fights are gonna be crazy, especially with the Stone Hashira.
Oh,
that nigga throwing around them fucking that
I don't even know what that weapon called.
That spike ball and axe.
Yeah,
like some hibachi blades. Nigga. So yeah, I'm down to see more of that.
Yeah.
But I still remember when he was fighting Muzan and took this nigga's head off. He literally knocked this nigga lungs out.
Knocked that nigga head clean off. And they said, damn, we knew. Even if you behead this nigga, it ain't gonna work. You gotta throw him in the sun. You gotta put him in the sun.
You gotta fight him long enough to put him in the sun.
That's crazy.
And that nigga Muzan was mad. He's like, I know this nigga didn't just do this shit. I know damn well.
Even when that nigga said, why the fuck can't I move? And then she popped
yeah.
He said, bitch, you was eating the niggas, not me. He said, don't get mad at me. He said you wasn't looking sad when you was eating them niggas, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Muzan. Man. Muzan a hater for real, bro.
He literally pulled up. Do you know how much of a hater you gotta be to pull up on your op and kill him?
No, you pulled up on him. That nigga had stage 30 cancer, bro. He walked up to him and said, I'm gonna make sure you. He said, I'm not gonna kill you. He said, I'm just gonna make sure you die. I'm gonna watch
you die.
Just looked at him. But that dude, I forgot his name. The master. That boy blew himself up. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
even reading it, but even watching it, I said, damn, I forgot.
That was crazy. And then Muzan was mad. He's like, fuck. He's like, ain't no way this. Yeah.
He said, this nigga killed his wife and kids. He said, what? He said, this nigga's insane.
This nigga's crazy. Like, fuck this crazy ass nigga, man. I ain't like him no way. No, but that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into our next segment. The infamous bag. Feet, please drop the music. All right, so with the recent Minecraft movie coming out, there's been a lot of discourse about, certain critiques of the movie because, there's a tweet that kind of went viral saying like, oh, this movie is not meant for you, like old ass dudes, pretty much. This movie is meant for like my 6-year-old kids so they can just watch and gouge enormous amounts of popcorn. And I'm like, where you have a point, that does not mean they need to be watching bullshit. And that doesn't mean kids' movies are just like it's not okay just for kids movies, quote unquote, to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
So our Get Our Bag segment is our top 5 movies for kids, quote unquote. I'm using air quotes because I'm like, even though they were for kids, they were some real gas movies.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and do
5?
what I don't have 5, but I'll just we can go back and forth.
Okay.
I'm gonna say my first one was it's definitely I would say easily Super Mario Bros.
Okay.
Because technically you could say that movie was for kids, but that shit was damn near amazing.
Yeah, it was. Okay, I'll say my first one would be the Iron Giant.
That's another good one. That's a really good one. Next one I would say is the Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Because technically that was for kids, or really that whole show was technically a kids show, but you had adults watching that and still growing up through that, and I feel like that's just a timeless franchise in itself.
That is.
And that movie was really good. So
my next one, I'll say Inside Out.
that's
I
another
won't lie.
good one.
That first movie, I did not expect it to be that good. I watched it. I said, "Hey, yo!" I said, "Hold on."
Like, why the hell am I crying?
I said, "Why do I feel so emotional?"
Next one, I would say the very first Shrek movie.
That's a great one. That's a good one.
The very first Shrek movie.
That's a real good pick. Okay. My next one, I'll say Treasure Planet.
Oh, that when they was on that ship and it was old girl and the old boy with the glasses.
No, that's
Am I tripping?
I think you might be thinking about Atlantis. Treasure Planet was with the aliens. They were trying to find this golden planet, pretty much. And the main dude, he had like a spaceship surfboard, I guess.
Oh yes,
glide board.
That was a really good movie. Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. I like to watch that. Yeah, you were right. It was Atlantis.
Yeah.
Next one, sticking it with Disney, Brother Bear. Ooh, Brother Bear.
Brother Bear. As a
Brother
kid,
Bear was that shit.
Bro, as a kid, that movie was so deep to me. I didn't understand like everything that was going on. I said, bro, they just killed like I understood the concept, but I didn't fully grasp everything. But my brain was processing it slowly. I said, no, Brother Bear is a timeless film. Another one, El Dorado.
That's a good one. That's a really good movie. Oh, I don't know why we ain't say this. This is a dunk. Lion King.
Oh,
Lion King, duh. I don't know why we waited this long to say that.
Yeah. What's another one? Lilo and Stitch.
That's a good one. I think we're at 5 already.
Yeah, we passed that.
Yeah, but I'm just like, the moral of the story is, although it's for kids, that's not an excuse for it to be just a money scheme, because you could easily see through that. That is literally just a movie to see how much money we can make.
Yeah, I think one thing that makes a good kid movie good is that one, obviously it appeals to kids, but then it's able to subtly throw in real life, like real life stuff, where like it's so subtle that kids honestly won't really notice, but the parent watching it will be like, "Oh shit!" Because I feel like a lot of movies we mentioned, they had those moments, like Treasure Planet. Even though it's subtle, you see his dad, like in the very beginning of the movie when he's talking about like his life, you see his dad go off to like war. They don't say it's war, but pretty much his dad has on a suit, everything. You're like, oh, he's going off. If you're a parent, you're like, he's going off to galactic war or some shit.
Yeah.
And then he's pretty much just him and his mom. You got Brother Bear, obviously the death of the brother and the death
Yes.
of the Bear's mom. Inside Out, that's self-explanatory. And just so on and so forth. All these movies they touch on real world aspects that children can understand, but it may not hit them as hard because they're watching the movie. But to a parent or just an older person, they're like, oh, this is something I can actually grasp onto, connect, and digest.
Yeah, and then I'll do like an honorable mention, like Kung Fu Panda. Some of them had those messages in it, but I'm just like, especially the first one, it just was so funny and just animated well, and I think they kind of aged like wine over time. I ain't seen this recent one. I think I've seen up to, I know I've seen the second for sure. I do not remember the third. I just know it was a bunch of pandas. But I vaguely remember that one.
I think I've seen half of the third, maybe. I may not have. I may be lying. I don't remember.
All right, so for this next Get Our Bag segment, we are doing a draft of our top 5 toughest Transformer names.
Ooh.
So, since I started the last one, I'll let Feeks do the first pick.
Goddamn. All right, well, my first pick, choosing Jetfire.
Okay. My first pick, I'm doing Sideswipe.
Okay. Let me take that off. All right. My next pick, I'm doing Warpath.
That is tough. My next pick, I am going to go and do Ironhide.
Nice. With my next pick, I'm choosing Bone Crusher.
I knew you would go there. Because my next pick, I'm doing Cliff Jumper.
Okay.
That's tough. If you got Cliff Jumper, you a crazy ass nigga, but
that's hard. Damn. My next pick. Fuck it. Shockwave.
My next pick, I'm doing Ultra Magnus.
I knew you was gonna use that name.
Ultra Magnus.
That was all mine. That was all mine. Okay. Oh man, the last one. There's so many, but just because this one has a special place, I'm choosing Blur.
Okay. My last one, I would have to choose. My last pick, I'm gonna go Alpha Trion.
Okay. Y'all let us know who had the better picks. Now I want to say real quick, I should have chose, when I'm thinking about it now, I should have chose Devastator instead of.
I was thinking about like
Crusher.
any of the Constructicons.
All they names.
I had all them days hard.
I wanted to choose Grimlock, but
Grimlock is tough, but I'm like, I feel like there's harder names though.
Yeah, and Grimlock is my favorite. My favorite Transformers, like my top 3 are like Grimlock, Megatron, and Blur. Those are like my 3 favorites.
Yeah, I would say for me, my favorite is definitely Soundwave. Soundwave, Ironhide, and it's kind of like a two-way tie for third between Optimus Prime and Megatron, because they're two sides of the same coin in a sense. But yeah, but that is it for our Get Our Bag segment. So finally, we're going to go ahead and get into our last segment, which is our redacted rules. You guys know this. We each give a rule to live by for the episode of the pod. And unless Feek has his already ready, I will go ahead.
I have one ready. My redacted rule for this week is enjoy. Actually, no. My redacted rule this week is don't have a midlife crisis if your life isn't mid. No reason to have a midlife crisis if your life ain't mid, bro. Enjoy it, man. Stop thinking so hard. Just do what you want to do. Have fun.
That is very true. That is very deep. I'll say my redacted rule is if you know you got a work wife at work and you got a girl at home, stop it. Stop it.
What you doing?
Stop it. Have some decorum. Have some courtesy. Have some respect for yourself.
But
and your partner.
First case at HR.
If you over there like that Drewski meme doing behind back hugs and all that shit, you're weird. You're a freak. You're a freak.
You're a freaky frog.
And this my last one, because I just remembered this. If you know you don't know how to use IG Live, get off IG. Get off IG. And with that being said, this has been another great episode of Redacted Show. Road to 100 episodes. Road to being consistent. And road to just a bigger following. With that being said, again, make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, rate us a 5-star, comment, engage with the reels.
Know he's alive. That's the name of the episode, bro. He doesn't know he's alive.
And with that being said, man, this been your boy Day to Day.
This been your boy Wolfie.
And we out.
Peace, y'all. Oh my goodness.
Recipes call me, I'ma show 'em how to shoot. On the 4-5, jump in the ass, my crew. Yeah, I'm stepping with a fed, keeping all of the hoes on mute. Pull a little perk, could be yellow with a brew. 48 for a quick burst. Crazy 8s in the back, yeah, the trunk on hot like a cue. 40 on me when I'm in the backseat. Blotter, paper pre-cut. Chris make juice, it'll drop like ink. Shang came with a clean plate, came with a sink. The Parator came with a mink. Charcoals white like paint. My hoe by the hoe, cause she know it's my king. Hit on my side, cause I drop a song. Think you should hit up the link. The phenotype came from the pink Colombian thing. Yeah, the genetics unique. Cellular right on the beat. I'm teaching the hoe like I'm Play-Doh. I got the veggies like by the tomato. You got a basic hoe making Alfredo. I put a bag on a hoe on my payroll. I get active at night, then I lay low. The semen was breaded with panko. Strong in my soup, I believe it was Mako. Got my Soviet clutching the Draco. It was baking, we taking your cake though. I got the tree like a poplar. I've been at Tim, ain't no hang though. Recipes call me, I'ma show 'em how to shoot. On the 4-5, jump in the ass, my crew. Yeah,